back to the BNS channel. My name is EdieAnne. Today's going to be kind of just a vlog. Where do I start? Because see, I seem to have done a lot of these kinds of videos in the past, and I don't know, I think it's something that everybody struggles with, and I think it's something that's really important to be honest and forthcoming about. And that's weight loss, right? I am certainly, by all means, an expert at diets, only because I think I've tried all of them. And you know, we're in March, we're getting closer to spring. Doesn't seem like it here because we still have snow, a lot of it. And I think it's just, you know, one of those mindsets that you're like, oh God, you know, spring is coming and I have to make sure that I can wear my little shorts and my tank tops and yeah. So if you've not seen any of my previous videos, then you won't know that I have struggled with my weight for approximately 7 years. I call it my happy fat, because I was fairly thin, not thin, but you know, I was a good size, you know, what I wanted to be good size before I met Ben. And then for the first year of being with Ben, I kind of maintained that weight, and then all of a sudden I moved in, we started doing suppers as a family, and my weight just skyrocketed. So I have been doing one of these for like 6 years, and it's very frustrating, as you all know that have ever struggled with weight. It's extremely frustrating. You know, I've tried Medifast, and I've tried Weight Watchers, and I've tried Atkins, and I've tried, you know, just cutting out sugars or whatever, and you know, they work to an extent. And I find that for me, personally, I struggle with maintaining that diet mindset for such a long time. And if you saw one of my recent videos, I guess I'm more about positive affirmations than saying you can't do something. Because when somebody tells me that I can't do something, I tend to want to do it more. So, which goes with the whole water infuser, which, by the way, has been working out really well. I have actually been intaking water that I have not had for years, and I love it. My favorite is raspberry mango. So I get fresh raspberries and fresh mango, and I put that in my water infuser, and it's yum yum. So I tend to do about 2 to 3 of those large infusers, which they say they're 23 ounces, but I think they're incorporating the fact that there's the infuser in the middle. So technically you're getting about 20 ounces in one of those infused glasses. So I'm up to 60 ounces of water. Seriously, that's big for me because I could go years. I know this is horrible, but I went years without drinking water because I was drinking Diet Pepsi and coffee all the time. So in my search for weight loss, you know, I know part of it is because I need to up my physical activity, and during the winter that's really, really tough to do because I'm kind of stuck inside. So yesterday I went on the treadmill for 15 minutes. That's pretty good, right? Better than not doing anything at all. So I just wanted to share with something and get some input from you guys. I have over 3,000 subscribers. Woo! By the way, yes, 3,000 subscribers is huge. So I need your input. I need your help. And I did some searching on YouTube, and this is the one topic for the first time ever that I didn't find a lot of information. So either it's too new and people have not had an opportunity to do videos on it, or it's just total shit. Excuse my language. But it sounds rather intriguing, and I'm curious to look into it more. I'm not saying that I'm going to do it yet because I can't count calories. Don't tell me how much portion control I have to have. And it's just, I mean, if I have to put too much thought process into what I'm eating, it doesn't happen for me. And I know that it's probably the right thing to do, but it just doesn't happen for me. So let me show you what I am doing. So right now I'm on it says chapter 7, but I think it's chapter 6 or 5. I'm not really sure. But I'm listening to this book. I don't know, can you see that? There you go. It's called the Fast Metabolism Diet, where you eat more food and lose more. So this is the cover of the book. And so I've been listening to this. Now there's some good information in here, because just the fact that she feels that our metabolism needs to be adjusted, and it needs to be kind of tricked back into the right way of doing it. When you get older, when you have thyroid issues, when you have menopause, all of those different things contribute to how your metabolism works. And if you look at certain people that have, they're skinny, and they eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, it means that their metabolism is a lot higher. Now, I would venture to guess that 6 years ago, my metabolism was, or 7 years ago, my metabolism was a lot higher. I was a lot more active. I wasn't working from home, and I was a little bit younger. So I'm sure that that plays into effect. Now, I also have a thyroid issue, and I also have a menopause issue. So all of that is playing into effect of my metabolism. I am 100% sure, which is why this intrigued me more to try, because I felt that it may suit what I'm looking for. Now, I will be honest with you. I did print out, they had a PDF that came with it. It's kind of a book per se, but I went and printed out all of the stuff that's in here. And this is, I don't know if you can see that either, but that's HAYLIE POMROY. HAYLIE POMROY is her name. And she gives you some good tools and stuff. And the way that it works is you have 3 phases. You have phase 1, which is like good carbs and loaded with them. Phase 2 is high protein. And phase 3 is, I forget. Phase 3 would be, so it says phase 1 is to unwind stress. Phase 2 is to unlock the fat, and phase 3 is unleash your metabolism. And phase 3 actually is about, I want to find this because, well, those are recipes. I don't want that. I don't want to go that far back. Let's see. Phase 3. Where is it? Oh. Hormones, heart, and heat. It's a healthy fat. That's what it is. Okay, so the first one is about carbs, the second one's protein, and the third one is healthy fat. And so you do 2 days of the high carb, 2 days of the high protein, and 3 days of the healthy fats. And so what happens is you're kind of not necessarily tricking your body, but when you do cycle training or circuit training, not cycle training, so you do weights one day, cardio the next, it's kind of the same thought process. So if you're not doing something every single day consistently, your body's not going to get used to it. So you're kind of tricking it into working the metabolism the way that it's supposed to. Now, she has done some studies, and it says that she knows how to play those days correctly to make sure that the metabolism is actually doing those things the way that they're supposed to be doing it. So it becomes a thermogenic response where you actually start burning off fat rather than using it. So I don't know. I'm curious. She kind of lost me in chapter 6 when she was talking about portions. When you can do 6 ounces of this, 9 ounces of that, 3/4 cups of that. I have a hard time with that, because if you've ever watched any of my cooking videos, I don't measure. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be negative about it. I don't want to be judgmental about it because I don't know a lot about it, and there's not a lot of people out there apparently that are doing it that have videos out on YouTube that I can stock. So this week for me is to kind of, you know, get back into the mobile aspect. So, you know, I had done the 15 minutes of treadmill yesterday. I'm going to do another 15 minutes today, and I think I'm going to continue doing that to kind of get my body back in gear so that I can put some cardio. But I would love to get back into Zumba. I love Zumba. I love dancing. I've been too heavy to feel comfortable doing it. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now, and it's called the Fast Metabolism Diet. And she says that DIET is not necessarily diet, but it stands for did I eat today? Because she's all about giving you foods rather than taking them away, which I think is that's something that caught my attention, because I would rather give myself something than take it away, right? Oh, I don't know. What do you think? Did you look into it? Have you talked about it to somebody? Have you read about it? Have you read the book? Have you tried it? If you've tried it, did it work? It's a 4-week plan, 28 days. That's usually how long I last on a diet. So it may not hurt. I'd have to go shopping and make sure I have all the right foods and stuff. She definitely talks about how organic is better. It is a little bit more expensive, but you know what? I don't know that I necessarily mind organic foods. It's fresher. She doesn't really tell you that you can't have certain things. I mean, there are some certain things that are not on the food lists, which she does have a food list that you can pick from, and it's quite extensive, so I don't know. I'm intrigued. Very, very intrigued. So if you've heard anything about the Fast Metabolism Diet with HAYLIE POMROY, please let me know. Comment below or send me a message, whatever. I'm very intrigued and I'm very interested in learning more. So hopefully I didn't bore you today, but I'm kind of seeking for some information, and I figured I would have to put a video out there since I couldn't find any. And if you have any information, I would be more than grateful. So, have an amazing day, but better yet, go and make an amazing day for somebody else. You could make it an amazing day for me if you have some information about this diet. I will see you all on the next video. Bye.